my sin was heavy, but chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I was an orphan. Now you call me citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healing. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open, 'cause when you call my name, I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, into your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, into your glorious day.
Good morning, Rooted Men. Pastor Tom, Firmly Rooted Church. Great to have all you on board this Thursday morning. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that those of you who live around Oxford, that you've been able to survive the snow we've had the last couple days. And wow, it's been interesting. And interesting travel for sure. But great to have you. We're going to be looking at Ecclesiastes chapter 11. We're getting close to the end of Ecclesiastes. For some of you, maybe that's good. But I hope for most of you, you've got a deeper understanding of this book and what it's really trying to communicate. But before we do the devotion, as always, let's say hi to a few people. Somebody was up really early. There he is, Mr. Steve Giroux. Good morning. Also Ken Gooch, good morning, fellow brothers in arms. Bert Reggiani, good morning, gentlemen. Chuck B, shalom, gentlemen. Chris Connolly, good morning. My cousin Dave Donnelly, good morning. Well, and there's a lot more out there, but we'll see if they log themselves in or not. So let me pull up the reading, and the imagery that you're going to be seeing or hearing is a little bit strange, but let's see if we can't give it some meaning. So I want to do that, and I want to do that. There we go. Cast your bread upon the waters. So here it is. Cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. Give a portion to 7 or even 8, for you know not what disaster may happen on earth. Let's stop right there. What in the world does he mean by cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days, and then give a portion to 7 or even 8, for you know not what disaster may happen on earth? And let's first say the imagery, he's certainly not telling you to take a loaf of bread and throw it in the water. The hint is that you're supposed to give portions to 7 or even 8. What's the idea? What's the concept that the writer of Ecclesiastes is trying to get across? I think that you can look at yourself, we can look at ourselves, and we can look at others. And we know individuals who live close-fisted. They're holding on to everything. And we know individuals who seem to live open-handed. Like they're willing to give and willing to share. Not worried about, if I do that, I won't have enough. I got to, right? It's this idea that I got to hold on to everything because it's mine, and I got to make sure I don't lose it, and I got to build my little thing, and I got to hold on to it. This is the guy that builds these bigger barns, and he keeps God's barns, and he's got all this wealth, and he's got all this stuff, he's holding on to it, and then all of a sudden God says, today your life is required of you. You're dying today. What good did all that grain, all that wealth do? The writer of Proverbs is saying we should be open-handed because it's not ours. Nothing is ours. Hear me. Nothing is ours. Did you give yourself the opportunity to have your heart, the opportunity to have your lungs going in and out today? Did you make the sun rise? Everything is a gift from God. From the moment that we are conceived in our mother's wombs, everything is a gift. And God is providing and has provided and has been faithful. The idea of casting the bread upon the waters is like sending it out on a ship and giving and getting it to multiply, giving it to 7 or even 8. Because you see, disaster may come, and you'll find that you've used what you have to help others. Anybody who properly has a life and a heart of gratitude will sometimes know that the more I hold on to something, the more it sifts through my fingers and it just seems to keep disappearing. But the more that I recognize that everything I have is a gift from God, so if I give like he gives to me, if I give open-handedly, he'll keep giving to me because he's a good steward. He's going to give to those who give because they're representing his heart. This whole first 2 verses is about being open-handed. The more you clutch onto the stuff, the more it will rust and corrode. The more it will need more attention and more you'll never have enough. But the person who wakes up every day realizing that God has blessed them and given them another day to live will live open-handedly. Give to the poor. Give to those who are hurting. Trusting that God's going to continue to give just like he did today and just like he did yesterday and like he did 10 years ago and like he did all through the scriptures. He's a provider God. The God who can cause manna and quail to fall on the desert to feed a whole nation has proven himself to be a provider God. And so we can be open-handed with what we have, and he will continue to fill our cup as well. If the clouds are full of rain on the earth, and if a tree falls to the south or to the north, in the place where the tree falls, there it will lie. What? What in the world? What he's basically saying is, if God takes care of all of creation, he causes it to rain when it needs to rain. He causes the sun to come up. He causes things to grow. He causes animals to migrate. He causes all of it to happen. He's making it all happen. A tree falls, another tree grows. Maybe we got to get our eyes off of ourselves and pay attention to the one who is doing it all. This creator, provider God. There's a song out there called Jireh. It is the Hebrew word for God as a provider God. Do you think of that often? Or do you think that somehow you've done all the providing? Especially us men, right? Going to work, working hard. But God gave us the talents. God gave us the gifts. God put us in those places. God provided us the opportunity. It's all a dance. It's all part of, like the rain falling, God is raining things upon us, and we're supposed to be good stewards of those things. But then he says, He who observes the wind will not sow, and he who regards the clouds will not reap. He who's always looking up at the sky and looking up at everything and is distracted by all the things. Is it going to rain today? Is it not going to rain today? Is the sun going to come out? Is it not going to come out? Oh my gosh, I better hold. You see, all of a sudden we start playing God and we get overwhelmed because, well, we're not God. If somehow we think we're controlling all of this, we're not. And so what he's saying is get busy and sow. Get busy and sow. And I'll keep growing and I'll keep providing the rain and I'll keep making it happen. Don't be staring at the clouds, worrying every day about what might happen and what's going to happen. Stop, right? Stop. Today, I would suggest stop watching the news. Stop watching the stuff. My gosh. People are just getting so anxious. Find words because he is in control. Even in the chaos that's going on in our society right now, God is there. There's lessons to be learned. There's things that we're supposed to be seeing and understanding. And we as the church are supposed to be stepping into those needs and finding ways to bring this amazing, we believe in, this amazing Jesus that has saved our souls and bring it into this broken, sinful world. Everybody's screaming they want the world to fix. What if the world's broken so that broken people find Christian people and their souls are being saved? As you do not know the way, listen to this verse, guys. This is so profound. As you do not know the way the Spirit comes to the bones in the womb of a woman with a child. Breathe, guys. As you do not know how that happens. How the Spirit comes to the bones in the womb of a woman with child. So you do not know the work of God who makes everything. But you better know that there's a God who makes life inside a woman's womb. And gentlemen, we were once that individual. God decided that there would be a spark of life inside our mother's wombs. And he gave us life. He knit us together in our mother's womb. We are fearfully and wonderfully made because is God. And we are his sons. He has a purpose and a plan for our lives in this crazy turned upside down world. We've got a purpose. Stop staring at all the craziness and find your purpose. Be open-handed with all that God has given you. Be open-handed with the message of the gospel. Be open-handed with sharing Jesus with people. Being open-handed with being Jesus to people. Compassionate, loving, caring. Pray with somebody. Love on somebody. Pull someone out of their brokenness and bring them to Jesus. All right. I think I'll leave it at that. Let me pull the reading out from here. There we go. As you know, tomorrow will be 2 months since my wife passed. One of the challenges every day is, what am I going to allow to overwhelm me? What am I going to be focusing on? What was? What is? What's missed? What's lost? The things today, tomorrow? One of the things I've realized that if I focus on all that stuff, it's all way too much. It's overwhelming. It'll swallow me. So I don't know if it's healthy or right, but I just kind of try not to think about it. And I try to think about, what does he want me to say now? What does he want me to do right now? What, it's not that I don't go to those places, but I can't stay in those places. I've got to be able to say, God, my heart's still beating and my lungs are still going out and up and in and out. And what do you want from me? And all of a sudden, I think I admit that I'm a human being that doesn't understand. I admit that I can't grasp the wind. I can't stare at the skies, and because God's God and I'm not God. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but I hope it does, because that's exactly what the writer of Ecclesiastes is trying to tell us. All right, let me see if anybody else came on board here at the end. Brian Vlaming, good morning, men. Steve Giroux, don't be staring at the clouds. Love it. Amen to that. Amen to that. Gentlemen, I hope and pray that this devotion was a blessing to you. Have a great day. May a firmly rooted day. And may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.